On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Jerry Hughes on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Matt Milano showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
3rd and 14.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
On the return, it's White. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A run for Nick Chubb. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Ready, 54. Mike 54. Check pass. Check pass.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills 1st down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
2nd and 5 at the 14-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch. Check safety, check safety.
They run. Chubb. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
53, Mike, 53. the mic. 53 is the mic. Watch the backer, watch the backer. Go! Over! Roy, Roy, Roy! Roy, Roy, Roy!
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And this is caught by Allen for a Bills touchdown. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Bailey got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but and he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That's a cornerback in for the sack, Tre'Davious White. Here now, Johnny Townsend. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. White now to return. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Stop your whining.
A toss play to Chubb. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Right there. Off. Play the ending. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Got you. I got you.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bird. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And he finds Tyler Croft. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, it's Chubb. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
To throw is Jackson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Chubb running right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Ready. Got a whoop. And we got Mike, number 6. Mike 53. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Hey, I'm coming. Come on.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This is caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now it's Crowell. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Here's Carr. And that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Great coverage there. Holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Nick Chubb, 76 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Raiders on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3.
He's coming 9. He's coming 6:37.
Shotgun now for Carr. It's caught. Nelson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Play action. Now it's Carr. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And some room to work. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, worthy adjustment.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Cleveland Farrell. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a play fake. Carr. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Matt Milano in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
They run it again with Chubb. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, here we go. Watch twist. Watch twist. 22, jet, cover. 22, jet, cover. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Hey, watch that. Watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Jackson now to throw again. Allen has it left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a 1st down.
That's good for Bills. 1st down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A give running right is Chubb. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. He sets to fire deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now Carr. Flush to his right. Towards the end zone for Brown. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 3 quarters have come and gone. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Right there. 54 Mike. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
They go play action now. Jackson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
At the 23-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Wide, get wide. Hey, watch that.
And again, it's Chubb. And able to work his way down to the 16. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 16.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Again, it's Crowell. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. This is Crowell. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
he continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr over the middle here to Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
We're good.
And the Raiders first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Parker unable to get that one, and that'll bring up second down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
6-18.
And the blitz does come. He'll find his running back here, Richard. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. J.J. Nelson. His first touchdown of the new season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. They do tack on the extra point as well, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet, and we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all. Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. I'm coming after you. Mike, 53, Mike. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Now Jackson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
To throw is Carr, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. picked off near the 42. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Crowell. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll go with a big bang, Crowell. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. So it's a victory here for